From Studio 16 in the heart of Santa Monica, this is Santa Monica Weekly with your hosts, Chris Baelish and Veronica Castro.
Coming up on Santa Monica Weekly, new police officers, firefighters, and educators are welcomed into the city of Santa Monica during the annual New Hero Celebration.
Coming up, Santa Monica College opens its doors to the community to share in the celebration of Homecoming 2015.
Coming up, see the celebration happening here at Woodlawn Cemetery.
Hi everyone, this is Santa Monica Weekly. Thanks for joining us. I'm Chris Baelish.
And I'm Veronica Castro. The 21st annual New Heroes event, held annually by the Chamber of Commerce, is an opportunity for the business community to welcome the city's newest public servants, educators, police officers, and firefighters.
Inspirational heroes are honored with an award acknowledging their contributions to the community.
Reporter Naiba Reynoso takes us to this year's event.
Monica Chamber of Commerce hosted the 21st annual New Hero Celebration, and they welcome new police officers, firefighters, and educators to the Santa Monica community. They're people just like you and me. Mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers. But they are also heroes because they protect our streets, keep our families safe, and educate our children. They are the new police officers, firefighters, and teachers that are joining the city of Santa Monica.
Today we're going to honor all the people who have chosen to be of service to Santa Monica in these very special ways as new police officers, new firefighters, and new teachers. We're going to let them know how important it is to us as a community in Santa Monica that they have chosen this as the place to be of service.
Today, engineer Samuel Ruiz is being recognized for being an inspirational hero.
I think the most rewarding thing about being a firefighter is how I go home the next morning. Just like I'm sure everybody else in my organization, they done a really good day. Even when the calls are stressful, even when the times that individuals go through some heartaches, they struggle at home. And so when I go to work, I make sure I have the empathetic side of that and go, hey, how can I change this person's life before I step into their home? I did what Dad taught me. It's like, hey, share a little bit of love and make sure you do the best you can and leave the place better.
Officer Andrew Sanchez is a new member to the Santa Monica Police Department, although he says he doesn't consider himself a hero because he's simply doing what he loves.
Well, I don't really see myself as a hero, but it's nice, again, to just have the support of the community behind us. For me personally, it's a very exciting career. You never do the same thing, and you're able to help people. And at the core, in the end of the day, I really just wanted a career where I could help someone. And here in Santa Monica, they're so supportive of the police officers and the fire department. They really do a good job at helping us give back to the community.
During the 21st annual New Hero Celebration, new teachers and educators were also honored.
I think helping kids figure out life choices, making good decisions, and that's kind of the amazing thing about middle school as opposed to another grade.
I've literally taught thousands of children now, and they do come back and say hi. Just the other day, one of my former students came back, and that is one of the most amazing things that you can ever experience in this profession.
I've been teaching for quite a while and haven't been honored in such a nice way before, so this is very nice.
And a Santa Monica citizen received the Young Inspirational Hero Award.
So I've gotten captioning here in the theater in Santa Monica. I also got City Hall Chamber Loop. Looping is a technology that acts basically like a microphone, and it goes directly to their hearing aids. We're able to get the city council chambers looped, so that allow deaf and hard of hearing people to attend the meetings. And also we're working on a building by building basis to try to get looping here in Santa Monica.
For their service and dedication, they are heroes because they make the city of Santa Monica a better place to live. In total, about 24 new hires for the Santa Monica Police Department and Fire Department and about 100 new educators were welcomed into the city of Santa Monica. For Santa Monica Weekly, I'm Naiba Reynoso.
The city of Santa Monica presented its 4th annual Day of the Dead celebration this past weekend.
The family-friendly event focused on the traditions that are part of this celebration of life and death and offered a variety of ways for participants to discover the meaning, philosophy, and history of the day.
Reporter Nico Payne took part in the festivities.
Dia de los Muertos is a traditional celebration that started in Mexico. It's a time where friends and family come together to honor their dead loved ones. Today's celebration began with a parade into the Woodlawn Cemetery that led to an amazing ceremonial dance.
Don't forget our tradition! They're very, very important for all of us.
After people were welcomed in, many enjoyed food, crafts, and took part in other traditions that honor the dead. Dia de los Muertos is a day to honor the dead with celebration. I'm here with the Quintana Pierda Castro family, and we're here to talk about how you guys celebrate and how you honor your family.
We all come together and we share our traditions, our arts, and most of all, it's our love and also lessons that we learn from those that were here before us who have shared all of that. Their passion, their love, their camaraderie of family. So we don't forget all of that, and we continue to share it and bring it alive again and never forget them.
Now, if you missed today, there are Day of the Dead celebrations happening throughout the city until November 7th. I'm Nico Payne, and this is
Santa Monica Weekly. Santa Monica College has been long known for its homecoming festivities, drawing 72 bands one year and featuring a male queen that stirred up controversy 40 years ago.
This weekend, Santa Monica College celebrated homecoming with a Spirit Week, which culminated Saturday, Halloween Day, with a tailgate party and a football game against LA Southwest College.
Reporter Ted Folsom was there to celebrate.
It's homecoming time at Santa Monica College. Come join us for all the festivities and the big game.
Touchdown, Santa Monica!
All the cheerleaders, we've got the football players, we got camera up all over the place. And you know what the best part is? We have the Santa Monica High School marching band, and we have a renowned marching band director, Kevin McEwen. He's going to be right here with us, and I can't wait to see this.
Recovered by LA Southwest.
We have a homecoming committee this year, and we have maybe 20 people, and we are meeting once a week, and we started working with homecoming already the second week of the semester. Since we want to go out wide to the community, we were trying to work with students, with faculty, staff members to bring in the whole community, and that's the first time we've done that for years. So we really want to make it into a big party and invite the kids for trick-or-treating and the students as well as the whole community.
We also have all the athletes that participate in athletes here. So we want to make it a tradition where all the students and the community, everyone can get together and make it this big, enjoyable event.
I think that's really the core of it. That's the core of it. The marching band is the highlight. The cheerleaders are going to do their thing. They're going to do a hoorah, rah, rah, rah type of thing. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be amazing. Halftime is going to be amazing.
The spirit here, infectious. A great game, a great day of festivities with the community. I can't wait until next year. I'm Ted Folsom for Santa Monica Weekly.
It was a great game for Santa Monica College. They defeated LA Southwest 59-6.
Wow, that's a big win.
Oh yeah, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll tell you how to keep you and your family safe during flu season.
And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, where we post about all the fun and important activities happening in our city. # Santa Monica Weekly. We'll be right back.
How far does $1 go today? Not far, huh? Think again. Los Angeles Regional Food Bank creates 4 healthy meals with $1. We mobilize resources to feed people in need. Help us reach our vision that no one goes hungry in Los Angeles County. How far does $1 go today? Not far, huh? Think again. Los Angeles Regional Food Bank creates 4 healthy meals with $1. We mobilize resources to feed people in need. Help us reach our vision that no one goes hungry in Los Angeles County.
According to the Center for Disease Control, as many as 20% of Americans are diagnosed with the flu each year.
And of these individuals, the CDC estimates that about 200,000 actually have to receive costly hospital treatment as a result of complications from the illness.
Joining us today to discuss the many things that we can do to protect ourselves and our families from getting sick is Jody Navandro from the Fire Department. Welcome to Studio 16.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in. You brought your needles.
I have my needles.
We'll get to that in a
Okay.
second. But before we do, in general, flu season is going to be here soon. What can people do to try to stay healthy?
Well, one of the first things is just stay healthy. Keep yourselves healthy, eat well, get plenty of rest, all of those sorts of things. But the number one thing is getting the flu vaccine.
But also washing hands, that everybody harps on that. That is very important this time of year, right?
Extremely important. Extremely important. It's probably the number one best prevention for getting sick, even colds as well as the flu. So frequent hand washing, not touching your eyes and your mouth until you've washed your hands. And if you don't have the availability to go wash your hands in a sink, then you can use alcohol-based hand rubs, 60% or better. Keep those in your purse, and that's also an effective way.
So what about all the parents out there that are watching that have small kids, maybe old enough to teach them some skills? What can we do to help them?
Well, one of the first things is if your child is ill, it's best to keep that child home. It's difficult, I know, for parents that are working and whatnot, but and then if you do have a sick child, what you can teach them, and you can make a little game out of it, is to sneeze into their elbow.
Oh, that's
so
great.
anytime they're sneezing or coughing into the elbow. Disinfecting toys, if you have kids over that are playing with your kids, just taking some Lysol wipes or something like that and disinfecting after playtime is
But
also
sneezing
helpful.
into your elbow, adults should be doing that too, right?
All of us should be sneezing into our
I see a lot
elbows.
of people that still don't do that.
Yes.
Right.
That's right. And actually the flu viruses travel about 6 feet. So if you're 6 feet away from someone, you're usually good. But what happens is those droplets in the virus, we inhale them or we touch a surface and then we rub our eyes or other things and we infect ourselves.
Any special advice for people age 65 and older? And is it true that they're even more susceptible to the flu than younger people?
It is true. They're a very vulnerable population. Their immune systems aren't as strong as younger people. So we do very much encourage elderly patients or persons to get the flu vaccine.
Now, what about our home? Earlier you mentioned cleaning the toys with some Lysol wipes. Anything else we can do to help keep our home germ-free?
Again, the answer is hand washing. And the way we teach it is you wash your hands with hot soapy water, warm soapy water, and you can sing the happy birthday song twice, and that should do it.
So a lot of people they say they don't want to get a flu shot, and I always say, well, why is that? Well, because I'm afraid it might make me sick. Is that possible, or what should they know about this?
It's certainly not possible with this vaccine this year. This is all, well, not just this year. The vaccine is made with eggs. So it's grown in an egg culture.
Poultry eggs, right?
Right. So the only persons who really might have a problem or can't have it are persons that are allergic to eggs. So it's dead virus, so it can't make you sick. What could happen, though, it takes about 2 weeks for your immune system to be, fully
to build
immune.
up the antibodies to it.
Right. So if you were to pick something up in that 2-week period, you might get sick.
Okay, but the vaccine itself will not make you sick. It's dead
It's very
virus.
safe.
Okay.
It's dead virus.
Are there any other medical options for preventing the flu or for treating the flu if someone, unfortunately does catch the flu?
We
this
do
season?
have treatment now. We have antiviral drugs. They need to be started very quickly. So if you do suspect that you might have the flu, you need to see your doctor right away. There's a very simple test, a swab of the nose, and the flu can be diagnosed, and then you can be started on antiviral therapy.
I'm starting to see more and more people on airlines wearing the mask. What is your take on that? Does that help? Does that help prevent the spread?
I fly a lot and I don't wear a mask. I don't think it's really preventative, but going on airplanes, I mean, people are touching surfaces and touching other places on their bodies. So I actually take Lysol wipes and I
Sure.
wipe down the tray table and the little thing where you
Yeah, the call
adjust
button,
your,
the
yes,
air-
that
the
whole
airflow, the
area.
light.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
That's
But
great.
you know, it's
Good idea.
But again, just back to the main things: hand washing, keeping yourselves healthy as we go into flu season. And it's a stressful time. It happens around the holidays. That you know, a lot of stuff is going on in people's lives. So,
What about people that are afraid of needles? Is there any other alternative?
Yes. If you are less than 49 years old, 6 months to 49 years old, you can actually have the flu mist, which is just sprayed into the nose.
Huh.
So you
Flu
have that
mist?
option, flu mist.
So it's just a little inhale it in
Boom,
instead
boom.
of getting the, okay.
Yes.
And is it as effective as getting the
Yes.
shot? All right.
Yes,
I
but
never
you
knew that.
have to be less than 49.
Okay. Well, right now we have our producer, Carrie Lujan, who is joining us on set.
Who is
and
not afraid of needles.
she's not afraid of needles,
Not
and she's
afraid of needles.
volunteered for the shot.
And I get my flu shot every year, and I'm very thankful you're here today because you're saving me a trip to the doctor's office.
Yes.
All right.
So Jody,
great.
as you do this, kind of walk us through how this process goes.
Well, I will tell you, it's so quick that she won't even know that I've done this, actually. So we've already prepared ourselves, and this just is a very small needle. It goes in the upper arm, and it's going to be very quick, and she probably won't even know that I did it.
Not even a thing. So easy.
Jody,
I
you're
noticed.
good at
I
that.
noticed
Is
that
it done?
Chris
It's
was
done.
looking
Oh.
down at his script
Whoop.
the whole
You
time,
are
so
gonna bleed.
he didn't see. So I
You're
have,
so brave.
Yeah,
I didn't
staring
look at
down.
it. It's true.
I have to ask. Like I said, I always get a flu shot,
Yes.
and I did last year. And last year I got the flu. What? Why? How?
Yeah, that's not cool.
Last year, okay, so what happens is the Centers for Disease Control, they try to predict what viruses are most likely to be infected. And they try to, you know,
So they'll
Make-
so each flu shot can handle hundreds of different
well,
potential
this
viruses.
one that we're using this year is called the quadrivalent, and there are four protections on this one, 4 viruses that we're protecting against that are predicted to be the flu viruses of this flu season. That's why you have to have one every year. It changes.
I see.
Because
So-
they mutate. So last year we didn't do a great job in figuring it out. So many people did get the flu despite getting the flu shot. This year I think we've really got it. So
Great. And something I will say, after having the flu last year, it was horrible. I couldn't
Yes.
get out of bed. Normally when you're sick, you lay there, you watch TV, you read a book.
Right.
I didn't even have the energy to turn on the TV for like a week. It was horrible. So
Yes.
anything I can do to prevent that from happening again,
You've
I'm gonna
experienced it firsthand.
do. Yeah, definitely.
And that is just one more quick thing, if I could add. A lot of people use the word flu to mean different things.
Right.
What we're talking about here is influenza.
Influenza virus.
The influenza virus, which is a respiratory virus.
Right.
So you have a respiratory illness with body aches, chills, high fevers. Usually starts with a little bit of a sore throat.
Coughing.
It's
Yeah.
not, you
Not
know,
fun.
vomiting and diarrhea. People say
Right.
I have the stomach flu. You know,
Jody,
that's
Jody, thank you so much. Great information today. And Carrie, thank you for being brave, although it's really not a big deal. We're going to do it later. Thank you.
And remember, contracting the flu doesn't have to be inevitable. And by practicing good personal and home hygiene habits, we can significantly cut our risk. Go to smgov.net/OEM for more information.
And don't forget, by the way, to follow us on Twitter for all kinds of great information. Use the hashtag Santa Monica Weekly. We'll be right back.
At the Boys and Girls Club of Santa Monica, we build long-lasting relationships with our kids.
Love. Friendships.
Support. Trust.
Learning. I know. Fun.
All that and a lot more.
We're not just a club. We're family.
Great futures start here.
How far does $1 go today? Not far, huh? Think again. Los Angeles Regional Food Bank creates 4 healthy meals with $1. We mobilize resources to feed people in need. Help us reach our vision that no one goes hungry in Los Angeles County.
As you probably know, Santa Monica is home to many wonderful nonprofit groups that help make life a little bit easier for our residents.
The Westside Food Bank is one of those. It saves people from having to make the agonizing choice between paying for rent or food when they can't afford both.
Joining us today to discuss how you can help fight hunger in our community is Chief Development Officer of the Westside Food Bank, Genevieve Riatort. Welcome to Studio 16.
Well, thank you for having me.
It's great to have you here. Can you start by telling us a little bit about the Westside Food Bank and who you serve?
Yes, Westside Food Bank has been serving the community since 1981. Our mission is to provide as much nutritious food as possible to the social service agencies that are serving the local people in the Westside community. And we also work to eliminate food waste in our service area.
That's great.
And it's also a proud member of the Westside Shelter and Hunger Coalition. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, it's great because it's actually a nice continuum of care that the coalition provides, and so many of Westside Food Bank's agencies are part of that continuum. I was just at the Celebrating Success breakfast last week, where we celebrate the people who have come out of homelessness and into better lives, and I was so struck by how every step along the way they were getting food from Westside Food Bank. So whether they started out at a housing agency or with drug recovery or getting vocational training, no matter which step along the way, they were always getting food from the Westside Food Bank.
That's great, and I don't think a lot of people know that, and so that's good that your service is going all throughout the community and not just in one direction.
It's really an integral part of it, and especially because we focus so much on nutrition, and we really try to make sure that we're not just providing volume of food, but that we're actually providing fresh fruits and vegetables, which actually now account for more than half of what we provide from our warehouse.
Wonderful.
And also knowing that so much of our food goes to kids, about half of our food goes to local children, and knowing that children can't wait for better times to get the good nutrition that they need now so that they can grow, so they can focus in school, and all of the things that they need. So we're really trying to make sure that we provide that nutrition package, and we are so serious about it that we actually have a nutrition policy that guides and dictates the kinds of foods that we accept in donations and that we also purchase and distribute.
That's great. Now, coming up soon is your annual Hunger Walk. What's the goal of this big event?
So this year is really exciting because it's the 25th anniversary. So that means this will be the 25th time that Westsiders are gathering to walk for a hunger-free community. And we're really trying to make the event special. We're going to have a family fun zone with games and prizes and activities for kids. There'll be some nutrition education. There'll be things like beanbag toss and ladder golf. Perry's Cafe is generously donating all of their event games for us, as well as some of their banquet tables and chairs, and they're just being really wonderful. We have so many volunteers getting involved. We get hundreds of people from schools, from faith organizations, from scouting groups, local businesses, and everyone participates in the Hunger Walk. And it's a free event, so anyone can come. We encourage people to register online so that they can get their free t-shirt and gift bag, and that's WSFB.org to register. And it's just it's a 5K, so it's about 3 miles where we walk. We start out at just below Ocean Park Boulevard at Ocean View Park, and then we walk up the walking path a little bit past the pier and then come back down. We have music, entertainment, the Pretenders Dance Studio, who we actually honored at the Coalition Breakfast, is going to be providing dance entertainment. We have music, we have a warm-up from a local fitness group, so it's going to be a lot of fun. It's a great way to spend the day.
Sounds like a fun day. And what a beautiful backdrop, too.
Oh, yeah.
To be
What's better than the beach?
Yeah.
Right. So you mentioned where it happens. Tell us exactly when is it, the date, and also the times.
So it's Sunday, November 8th, so this coming Sunday, and it starts at noon. That's when our program begins, when we start our entertainment and the games and the prizes. And then the actual walking begins at 2. And then as people come back, they'll pick up their gift bag, and we're going to have a little bit of a celebration afterwards where we announce the grand prize, which this year is a fantastic staycation package. And so we're encouraging people to stay in the community. We have a one-night stay at the Fairmont Miro Hotel. We have brunch or dinner at the Fig. We have brunch and dinner at Del Frisco's. We have Laker tickets.
Oh, wow.
We have a lot of really fantastic prizes. Beach Butler from Perry's on the beach, where you get to sit and relax and get waited on.
Oh, my
beachside. So. And then we have, we're going to have also an online auction in connection with that, so you can look at our website for details on that. It's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of opportunities for prizes, not just the grand prize, but also some other smaller fun prizes along the way, restaurants and all kinds of fun things.
That's great. Now remind me again, who is it that can participate in these walks?
Anyone. Anyway, it's all ages. You can even bring your dog.
Oh, fun.
We have everyone from babies in strollers to grandmas in walking sticks, and everything in between. So it's families, businesses. We really encourage people to come out and show their support for the community. It's one of the rare events that's actually free, so you can encourage your employees or your group members to come. There's no obligation to fundraise. Of course, we love it, we encourage that, but everyone is treated equally, whether you fundraise or you don't. There's no admission fee. We want to make it accessible to the entire community, including our member agencies and their clients. And it's one of the ways that we allow our member agencies to fundraise. So if any of our agencies actually do raise money, they get to keep 75% of what they raise towards their food bill with us. And if they raise more than that, then we actually write them a check. So for some smaller agencies that don't have a development staff that can't put on a big event, because I'll tell you it's a lot of work to put on a big event.
Work. Oh yeah.
They can piggyback on our event and use it to fundraise for their cause.
What a great idea. That's a great idea.
I love a lot of the big events, the marathons, the runs have teams. Are you encouraging teams? Like can a company sign up, and how would they do that?
Absolutely. You can go to our website, which is wsfb.org, and there's a link there where you can sign up as an individual or you can create a team. And again, it's all free, so there's no cost. You get to set up your own page. You can upload a picture. You can talk about why your team is fundraising. You can name the members of your team. You can talk about, why this is meaningful for you. And that's a great opportunity. We have lots of churches and temples, businesses, local civic organizations that form teams, including schools. Quite a lot of schools participate because it's one of the few events that's free. I have 3 kids, and there's a lot of events that I would love to go to. But if it's $35 per person and you have to raise a minimum of $1,000 to get a T-shirt, it's just not going to work for most people. So we want to make it really accessible to everyone in the community.
That's great. Now, are there different ways to get involved besides, actually walking at the event?
Yes, we do have volunteer opportunities. And we also encourage people really throughout the year. This is the busy time for holding food drives, but we need food all year round. So we very much encourage businesses and schools and other groups and even just individuals to go to our website, sign up to hold a food drive. We collect all kinds of non-perishable food. We also have the option of holding a virtual food drive.
Could they take the food there?
Oh yeah, people can bring food to the Hunger Walk. It is the kickoff of our holiday food drive season. But you can also schedule your own food drive where we will bring boxes to your location and then pick them up. So that's always an option, and that's year round. And we also encourage virtual food drives and virtual walking. So if you can't come to the Hunger Walk, but you still want to be a part of it, you can help support some of the other people that aren't able to fundraise by being a virtual walker. And you can set up your page, upload your picture, talk about why you want to do it, and invite people from really all across the world to donate.
You had me at Lakers tickets. Okay, so the great prizes that you listed off there, how do people get involved in the raffle? How does that work exactly? You have to be present?
So you do, for the staycation package, you don't have to be present. It's for our fundraisers. So anyone who raises $100 or more, every $100 gets them a ticket into that raffle for the staycation package. And then we are also going to be doing an online raffle for additional staycation packages. So we will announce that at the Hunger Walk, how people can get involved in the online raffle. And it really gives an opportunity for anyone to get involved, even if they're not able to do the big fundraising before the event.
Genevieve Riatort from the Westside Food Bank, thank you so much for coming in. Great information.
Oh yeah, great
awesome event, and we hope we get
thank you.
The biggest crowd ever for the 25th
That's what
anniversary.
We want, a record turnout Sunday, November 8th at Ocean View Park in Santa Monica at noon. We'll see you there.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right.
And that's our show for this week. Please join us again next week, and remember to set your DVR to record us, or you can also watch us on our YouTube channel and leave us some comments.
And special birthday wishes
Happy
to
birthday.
Blake Bradford, who
Happy
really
birthday, Blake.
helps run the show around here and is in charge of this entire production. So happy birthday to Blake. And by the way, if you are participating in the Westside Food Bank's Hunger Walk, be sure to post your pics on Instagram and use the hashtag Santa Monica Weekly. And maybe we'll put your pictures up in next week's show.
Maybe.